Hello and welcome to Interpersonal Communication. My name is Mr. Solari and I will be your instructor this semester. This is SDS 4410 online course for interpersonal communication. I wanted to take an opportunity to welcome you. This is an interesting course. This is a survey course, not a skills building course. This explains the irony of having interpersonal communication via an online course. So I want to take a moment to review the syllabus and go over a few key points that will help you be successful in this course. First and foremost, you will be able to use the information that you learn in this course in virtually every area of your life, both professional and personal. Learning about interpersonal communication, learning how people talk to one another, the dynamics, differences in gender, understandings of how we see each other between groups. All of these things impact the way that we communicate. And hopefully you'll be able to use this information in the future. It may be in subtle ways. I remember that from this class. So anyhow, I hope that this is beneficial to you and to your future. The text that is required is this text here, Interpersonal Communication by Corey Floyd. The second edition is the one that you'll need. There's a couple of different ways you can get this text. You can buy it new, you can buy it used. You can buy an ebook version, and there's also a Kindle version. The important thing that you'll need here is the information in the text as well as access to the online component of this text, and that is called Connect. Connect is available through McGraw-Hill, which is the publisher of this text. You will need to be able to access Connect to be able to complete your assignments. If you purchase a new text, there will be a code contained within the text to be able to access Connect. If you buy used, you may or may not have a code included. If you buy this used from the UF bookstore, chances are this was owned by a student who previously took this course with me and used the code that is contained within the text to access Connect. So that code will be expired or whatever. So if you purchase a used text, you need to either be sure that it contains the code for Connect. If it doesn't, you can purchase access through the McGraw-Hill Connect website. You can also, when you purchase an ebook, it will automatically come with the McGraw-Hill Connect code. If you buy a Kindle version, I believe it's the same. All the prices, the approximate prices, they change a little bit from year to year, but they are included in your syllabus. The first assignments aren't ideally due until the end of next week, so this will afford you the opportunity to be able to get all your stuff in order to be able to access Connect. Officially, the due date for the first unit, what I've chosen to do here is to break the material into two main units. The due dates are reflected in your syllabus, but in the past I've had weekly assignments and students have had a difficult time keeping up or turning in the assignments a little bit late and not receiving credit, and so I have opted to have two large units where everything is due at the same time. So you will have unit 1, and it's available for 6 weeks for you to do, to watch all the lectures and to complete the exercises and Connect. Once that time closes, the exercises will not be available for you to complete. I am very firm with my deadlines. I know that I've had a number of students in the past say I forgot, and it is what it is. So set reminders in your phone, set them in your Outlook, in your calendars, however you need to do this to be able to remember your deadlines. I will also post announcements generally a couple of days before to remind you of the upcoming deadline. Do not, however, rely upon these announcements. You are responsible for completing your work. Student athletes, you will receive, your athletic advisor will send me the times that you are unavailable when you'll be out of town for meets or games or whatever. These will, unless they are lasting the entire length of a unit, which is 6 weeks, these will not be a valid excuse for you to submit your work late. If you know you're going to be out of town when a unit is due, I suggest that you complete it earlier. There will be no exceptions for this unless you are deceased or if you are in a hospital and are able to provide supporting documentation. If you do have any disability which requires extra support on my behalf, contact the Student Disability Services. The number, the contact information is listed in your syllabus. So we're going to briefly go through the syllabus here. I have my copy. I suggest you print it off. It is available through the e-learning site. I will also try to upload it to the Connect website just for redundancy. So I'm going to skip down to be successful in this course. Complete every assignment. Period. Pay attention to the announcements. As I said, I will announce when upcoming due dates, when they're almost here. I will sometimes offer praise to students that I think are doing a great job. Keep track of your due dates. Said this already. Take your time when completing exams and coursework. So during the exams, you will have an unlimited amount of time. I believe that you will be able to save and return to the exam. Exams will be open for 1 week and 1 week only. They will close at 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. They'll generally open early Monday morning, so you will have a full 7 days. You can use your text. You are not to work with other students. You are not to receive help during the exam of any kind. When completing your assignments on Connect, I suggest that you take your time and work through and score the highest possible points that you can. You will be able to retake the assignments, so you can do them multiple times in Connect. Not the exam, but the Connect assignments. I am able to see how many times you have completed the assignment and how much time you have spent on each. I have in the past had students complete a 20 question assignment in 30 seconds, which tells me that they are going through and clicking answers. They found that they received half wrong. They went through in another 30 seconds and got a few more right and repeated the process. Your scores for these assignments will be averaged. So if you score a 10 out of 100 points the first time that you take it, the first time you complete the exercise, and the next time you score a 20, your average is 15. If you score up to the full amount of points, it will be averaged across the number of times that you have taken or have completed the exercise. So I suggest that to earn full points for each exercise in Connect, that you take your time and use your text. You have every opportunity available to earn maximum points here. The only thing that is required of you is your time. So be a team player and support your classmates. There will be discussion boards available. We're not going to do a lot of topic discussion, although if there are things that are interesting to you, you are welcome to bring them up to generate discussion with other students. Because of the large number of students in this course, there's about 100 of you enrolled. It will be difficult for me to have very good interactions with you via discussion boards, and I apologize for that. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. So again, if there's interesting stuff that you'd like to talk about with your fellow students, by all means. Otherwise, I'll be using the discussion boards around exam time, and then as an opportunity for you to ask questions. Instead of emailing me, I would prefer that you post your questions in the discussion board. That way, that'll save me a little bit of time for answering the same question from multiple students. Chances are, if you have a question, some of your fellow classmates also have the similar question. So when I provide an answer on the discussion board, other students will be able to benefit from it as well. Excuse me. Alright, so for on page 2 of your syllabus, online resources. The first online resource that we will use is the e-learning website. You can access this through the main UF page up in the top right corner. You will need your GatorLink ID and password to be able to access this. The second online resource is Connect. This is the website that I was describing earlier. It is created and maintained by McGraw-Hill, which is the publisher of your text. The link to the specific course for us in Connect will be available on the e-learning site. There should be a tab that says Connect. So you can go there, you can register right through that link. when you purchase your e-text, you can do it there as well as Kindle. If you purchase a used text, you can purchase your access to Connect right through that link as well, and I think it's called Connect Plus. I might be wrong about that, but it's pretty self-explanatory when you get into it. If you do elect to use a trial version, there is a trial version of Connect. Beware that this will only last 30 days. If this expires prior to your being able to complete your work and submit your work before the deadline, you're out of luck. So I strongly encourage you to not do the trial version, to enroll in Connect and to do it the right way. The third resource that we'll be using is YouTube. This video is posted to my YouTube channel. You can feel free to leave comments on the channel. I will be uploading from time to time on there, so I may or may not see your comments. The best way to communicate with me is via the discussion board in the e-learning website, so be sure to do that. I will post a brief PowerPoint lecture for each chapter or each chunk of information that I see as especially valuable. You will be responsible for the information contained in these lectures. Your exams will be taken through Connect, but I will be drafting questions from my lectures and including them in, and a lot of the questions will be taken from the exercises that you are completing throughout the week, throughout your weeks here. Let's see, so I've discussed the text. I will post announcements from time to time. Pay attention to these announcements. There won't be a lot from me, so keep up. This is the self-directed study, so you'll be responsible for everything. Read your assigned chapters. This is from in the heading each week you'll be responsible for here. Read your assigned chapters. Watch the lectures. They're going to be pretty short, probably 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes tops, reviewing information that stands out to me. In Connect, you will be responsible for completing the chapter exercises as well as the Learn Smart activities. So the chapter exercises will basically be a series of questions, all multiple choice or true or false, that are accessing your knowledge of the information that you've got out of your text. You can certainly use your text while you're sitting here doing these exercises. You will also be responsible for the Learn Smart exercises. Learn Smart exercises are essentially online flashcards. I have set the limit to about 60 cards, I think, for each chapter, so it'll take you a maximum of about 45 minutes. Some people complete them in about 30. So your average workload for each unit, or for each chapter rather, will be approximately 45 minutes to an hour. So if you wait until the deadline for Unit 1, you can expect to spend at least 6 hours straight doing all of this. That is your prerogative if you choose to do so. I encourage you to take a couple hours each week, or an hour to two each week, to complete the assignments. There will not be extra credit offered in this course. This is an online course, and because it's open book with wide open deadlines, there's really no reason that you should not be able to perform well, aside from just not taking the time to complete the exercises. I will, however, if I see that you have completed your work each week, that you are maintaining good study habits, if there is a problem, or if you're on the borderline between two grades, I will review your records. You can email me. I will review your records to see if you have kept up with everything, and if so, I will consider offering a little bit of credit to bump you up. Adhere to your deadlines. Other assignments, as I said, the discussion boards. I'm not going to be using the discussion boards much, but use them to post your questions. I will also use them prior to the exams, where you will copy and paste the UF honor code with your name underneath. So as you submit your exam, you will basically state the honor code and then sign it underneath, which will be electronically signing, just typing it in there. So there are 2 exams. Each exam is available at the end of each unit. The exam will be available for 7 days, starting, I believe, 6 a.m. Monday morning and closing at 11:59 on Sunday night. There will be no exceptions to this. You will not be allowed to go beyond the deadline unless, as I said, you are in the hospital or you are deceased, and I will need documentation in both instances. Sorry. Okay. Attendance, we don't need to worry about that. Make-up work, there isn't any. In the syllabus, I indicate that there may be opportunities to earn extra credit. There may be, but do not count on it. As I said prior, I'm not going to give extra credit, but I may surprise you. Don't rely upon this. All the assignments into the course calendar. Unit 1 is comprised of chapters 1 through 7. Unit 1 will be due February 23rd at 11:59 p.m. So that means chapter 1 through 7, the chapter exercises, as well as chapter 1 through 7, all Learn Smart exercises, are to be done by February 23rd at 11:59 p.m. Then we will have spring break, or I'm sorry, exam. Okay, and then exam 1 will be available February 24th to March 2nd, and that will be from 6 a.m. February 24th through 11:59 March 2nd. That will be exam 1. If you are an athlete and will be out of town, again, your academic advisor, athletic advisor, will let me know to that, but we'll work on that if there are any problems there with student athletes. Spring break, March 3rd to 9th. Then Unit 2 will be due April 6th. That's a Sunday. That will be at 11:59. Same as before, no exceptions. You will have a week, April 7th to the 13th, to prepare for your final exam. This will be a comprehensive exam, and the exam will be available, as it says, through April 20th. That's at 11:59 p.m. It is better to take the exams during the times when the UF Help Desk is open. If you have any issues, here my camera's messing up, I'm sorry. If you have any tech issues, the UF Help Desk will be able to resolve them for you. They will be able to create a log that you have called in with a problem, and then if there are issues with the deadline with the exam, if you have documentation from them, we can work with that. So there's 2 exams. Each of the exam is worth 20 points. The weekly chapter assignments, altogether there's 12 chapters, but there's 10 assignments. Each assignment will be worth a total of 5 points. And all these points are toward your total grade, so they all add up to 100 points. I've kept it pretty simple there. Grading scale is provided. Most students, usually the classes here average at about a B+ to an A-. This is a fairly straightforward class. And then I encourage you to do your work. Make sure that you are doing all your work by the assigned deadlines. Feel free to post in the discussion boards with any questions that you might have. And aside from that, I think we are good. I will be posting all the chapter lectures here within the next couple weeks so that you can review all that. And welcome back to school. I hope that you had a refreshing break, and I look forward to spending the semester with you. Best.